She didn't raise her voice when she said it. That's what made it sharp. "You're not competing with him," she said, arms crossed, mouth curved into something smug. "You already lost." The room went quiet in a way that felt staged, like the air itself was waiting to see how much damage a sentence could do. Her phone was face down on the table, still vibrating. Again. And again, I didn't look at it. I looked at her eyes instead, steady, unafraid, already rehearsed. Eyes that had practiced lying long before this moment. Something inside me shifted. Not anger, not shock, recognition. I felt it click into place with a calm so unnatural it scared me. I didn't argue. Didn't ask who. Didn't ask how long. I just turned and walked toward the bedroom. Behind me, she laughed once. Short, dismissive. The laugh of someone who thinks they've won an argument instead of started a war. The bedroom light was too bright. Every object looked suddenly temporary. I opened the closet, pulled out the bag I hadn't used since my last trip alone. Before us. Before she learned how to look at me while thinking about someone else. My hands were steady as I folded clothes. Methodical. Precise. From the doorway, she finally sounded confused. "What are you doing?" Packing always reveals the truth faster than questions. You learn what matters by what you take first. I didn't answer right away. Inside my head, scenes replayed on a loop. The nights she'd turn her phone screen down. The sudden gym sessions that didn't change her body, but changed her distance. The way she'd mention her ex's name casually. Too casually. Like exposure therapy. I'd felt it then. That quiet displacement. Like being replaced without being removed. She stepped closer. "Why are you acting like this? I didn't mean it like that." I zipped the side pocket. Slow. Final. Then I turned. "Letting the winner have you." The words landed heavier than shouting ever could. Her face collapsed. Not into guilt, into fear. She followed me as I zipped the main compartment, hands suddenly shaking now that the power had shifted. "I was angry," she said. "I didn't mean it. You're twisting it." That's the thing about truth. It doesn't twist. It waits. I slung the bag over my shoulder. The weight felt right. She grabbed my arm, nails digging in. "You're overreacting." I looked at her hand on me, then at her face. No, I thought. I'm finally reacting correctly. As I walked toward the door, her voice cracked behind me. "Please, don't do this." I paused, just long enough for hope to bloom. Then I reached for the handle. Because this wasn't sudden. It was overdue, and I already knew more than she thought. The door closed behind me with a sound too soft for something that final. I didn't go far. Just far enough to breathe without her voice contaminating the air. In the car, my phone lit up. 6 missed calls. Then a message. "You're being dramatic." I almost smiled. Because drama requires uncertainty. And I had none left. Weeks ago, when her ex's name started surfacing too often, slipping out during fights, jokes, silences, I did what I've always done best. I observed. I memorized patterns. Login times, mood shifts, the way she showered longer after running errands, the way she guarded her phone like it carried a second heartbeat. I didn't confront her. I cloned the data. Messages recovered. Voice notes she forgot to delete. Photos meant for someone who knew her angles better than I did. And the line that settled everything. "He thinks I'm over you. He already lost." She said it to him, not to hurt me, to reassure him. I drove back once, not to reconcile, to finish it cleanly. She was sitting on the floor when I opened the door. Eyes red. Mascara smeared like evidence she tried to cry herself innocent. She looked up at me like relief had arrived. I placed my phone on the table between us. Unlocked. Paused on the messages. I didn't explain. Didn't accuse. Just pushed it toward her. Silence stretched. Her breathing changed first. Then her hands. "No," she whispered. Not denial, recognition. I watched her read the words she'd written so casually. Watched her flinch at her own voice in the audio clips. Watched her realize I hadn't left in anger. I'd left in understanding. She reached for me again. Missed. "I was confused," she said. "It didn't mean anything." I nodded slowly. "That's the problem," I said. "It meant everything, just not to you." she cried then. Real crying. The kind that comes when manipulation runs out of exits. I choose you, she said. Please. I picked up my bag. You already did, I replied. And I respected it. At the door, I didn't look back. Because revenge doesn't always destroy the other person. Sometimes it just removes their access to you. Later that night, I blocked her number, deleted the files, erased her name. Not because it didn't hurt, because it didn't control me anymore. Some losses scream, some whisper. Mine walked away quietly and never needed to explain itself again.